In many ways, people state that hunting harms the environment and how hunters are just out for the sport and blood. Many people think that way, and I do not completely go against their beliefs, but I have my opinions also. I will talk about how ethical hunters respect the land, how hunters go out of their way to sustain the land, and how ethical hunters respect the non hunters around them. My goal is to persuade you that hunters are not bad people and that hunting should be allowed as it has always been. My first point is ethical hunters respect the land. People say that hunters harm the environment by killing off the numbers of animals. They say that hunting's going to drive animals extinct and that there's no possible benefit in hunting. But they are wrong. If you hunt in the regulations as given, the numbers of of the animal you are hunting will not be harmed. Next, hunters respect the signs and regulations. For an example, you go to a public hunting marsh for waterfowl and it says non-toxic shot. That means you can only use steel shot or BBs that won't poison the animals. You don't use lead shot because of the waterfowl might consume them. Next, hunters respect the ethical code. And according to Calcumi, hunters respect natural resources, respect other hunters, respect landowners, and respect non-hunters. My next point is how hunters go out of their way to maintain the land. First, hunters want to sustain the land to keep the wildlife thriving on their property. So they will pick up the trash, they will do all that they can to make it a good environment so the game that you are hunting will come back. Next, hunters join conservation groups to help sustain the land. As the National Wildlife Federation states, the National Wildlife Federation has been at the forefront on issues concerning hunters and anglers, protecting and enhancing fish and wildlife habitat for all species. Next, hunters will take care of the land they hunt on. As Bill Wink said, hunters have proven that they are willing to drive the market in their quest to preserve the place that enables them to pursue their passion, proving that if hunters are willing to pay a lot for the land, they will put in all their effort to sustain the land, so the wildlife will thrive on there. My final point is how we respect the non-hunters. As a hunter, we always eat what we harvest. The point of hunting, as Herbeck says, taking a cue from Native Americans, I try to use what I harvest to feed myself and my family. I do recognize some hunters don't show the same respect for the animals they harvest and see animals as something merely to be conquered as a way to feed their own pride. That is not true for every hunter, but on the sad truth, for some hunters it is. Personally, an ethical hunter will harvest what they eat. My next point is, as we learn in the safety classes we take, we are not taught to disrespect non-hunters, so we do not offend them. As Game Management Authority states, to be an ethical hunter to non-hunters, you must respect the non-hunter's opinion and speak wisely of it. So you do not want to affect the non-hunters, so you only speak of positive effects of hunting and not the negatives. Next, we wear clean clothes in public so we do not affect non-hunters. if you are an ethical hunter and you go into your local grocery store or your local market to get supplies, you do not wear even camo. You not alone you wear something after you've harvested an animal, so you are all covered in blood and whatnot. You wear clean clothes, so you do not respect the non-hunters at all. So, in conclusion, I personally believe that hunters are good people, not out to kill. I have stated why and how hunters protect and take care of the land so the wildlife will have a place to live, and also so we can hunt them. Hunters take it in their pride to respect all people as hunters and non-hunters. So after I have stated my points, I hope you can see why I believe hunters are good people and how hunting is okay.